We look at our city. We see a great city with a proud history. We see huge potential in our diversity, in our many educational institutions, and the beauty of our land. But we also see crime and violence, wasted minds, underused talents, poverty in the midst of plenty.
Neighborhoods just north, east, and west of here experience rates of poverty that exceed 50% and rates of unemployment that exceed 30%.
They can't feed their family, they can't keep a roof over their head, they cannot provide for their children. There is a sense of hopelessness and pain that continually goes forth in the city of Philadelphia.
The company was going to need to downsize, and my position was going to be eliminated.
I am a mother, a wife, a neighbor, a friend, and now unemployed.
I have applied to at least 80 or more jobs with no luck. I hardly even get a call back.
I spent hour after hour applying for jobs online. I couldn't even land an interview. No one was hiring.
I've been searching for about 6 months for a job with no results. I've barely been able to afford basic necessities, and paying for college exams is almost impossible, which currently keeps me from graduating.
The one thing that really bothers me is feeling unproductive.
This gigantic weight was just on my shoulders.
Sometimes it's very difficult to stay positive, and you wonder to yourself, will this ever change?
Philadelphia is the poorest big city in America. 2 in 5 of our working age adults are not in the labor force. 40% of those with jobs still live in poverty, while the gap of wealth and influence between rich and poor has widened. We ask ourselves, if we do not respond, who will? What would it look like if people came together across lines of race, class, neighborhood, and faith tradition to form a common bond? What would it look like if Philadelphians from Chestnut Hill to Mantua, from Carroll Park to Lawncrest, from Cedar Brook to Society Hill came together to envision a new city of justice and shared prosperity, and to hold decision makers accountable?
Philadelphians
Organize,
To witness,
Empower,
and rebuild. We are 37-member congregations representing 25,000 people.
We are Christian, we are Jewish and Muslim. We are rich, we are poor. We have GEDs, we have PhDs. Some of us even have framed, "Lord help me please."
We're going to have a conversation about what it will take to get Philadelphians and Philadelphia back to work. A slogan that Power has adopted said it all. Put me to work and our city will work.
Power has a vision of getting 10,000 Philadelphians back to work. More than a vision, we have a plan. Our first step is to ensure that jobs at the Philadelphia airport, one of our city's largest economic engines, are targeted to those most in need. In June 2012, Power gathered more than 1,000 of its members and allies in 4 different sections of the city. We urged our city council members to adopt our economic justice principles and turn them into policy.
Councilman Kenny, I would ask you, would you co-sponsor and fight for the passage of legislation that incorporates these economic justice principles, which you've seen here tonight and have seen in advance, at the Philadelphia airport by November 1st?
Would be my pleasure. Yes. Yes, I will. Absolutely.
yes. Power seeks to add the word community to economic development.
We are tired of Philadelphia doing things with our tax dollars and Philadelphians not benefiting by it.
These principles of justice make good theological sense and they make good economic sense. Are you clear about that?
When Philadelphians can get back to work, we can reduce crime. When Philadelphians get back to work, we'll see less foreclosure. When Philadelphians get back to work, people will have health care.
If we do this right, it will be lifted up as a model of how economic development should happen in our city and our country.
We of power are of diverse faiths, but we are one community.
While our understanding of you may be different, we are one in our belief that this faith in you calls for justice to be put into action.
It is upon us to repair the world according to the image, according to the kingship of God.
Assalamu alaikum, all power to the people.
We are building momentum, a first step towards our goal of 10,000 jobs, a first step towards healing and justice in our city. If we do not respond, then who will? Join us.